Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, stated that cooperation between Iran and the United States (US) is impossible as long as Washington continues to support the accursed Zionist regime, maintains military bases, and interferes in the affairs of the Middle East. Khamenei made this emphatic statement during a meeting with thousands of students in Tehran on Monday 3/11, coinciding with Iran's National Student Day, which commemorates the takeover of the U.S. Embassy on November 4, 1979. Khamenei added that only if the U.S. completely cuts off its support for Israel, withdraws all military bases from the region, and stops its intervention, then a request for cooperation can be considered, not in the near future, but far in the future. This statement responds to signals from U.S. President Donald Trump, who in October declared that the door to friendship and cooperation with Iran is open. Before the 12-day war between Iran and Israel in June 2025, in which the U.S. also attacked Iranian nuclear facilities, the two countries held 5 rounds of indirect nuclear talks. Khamenei called the day of the takeover of the U.S. Embassy a day of pride and victory that should remain alive in the memory of the Iranian people. He also emphasized that the U.S. only entered the war last June because it was concerned that Israel would be completely destroyed without Washington's intervention. Khamenei's statement further complicates the prospects for new nuclear diplomacy amid post-war tensions in June. U.S. President Donald Trump has been actively offering cooperation to Iran, particularly in the form of a new nuclear deal that is better than the 2015 JCPOA, which he withdrew from during his first term. The offer is described as an olive branch to avoid war, while remaining firm. Iran must stop high-level uranium enrichment and support for terrorism. In front of the Knesset, Israeli parliament, Trump said directly, "We are ready whenever Tehran is ready. This will be the best decision Iran has ever made. The door to friendship and cooperation is wide open. They want a deal. It would be great if we could make a peace agreement with them." In an interview with CBS's 60 Minutes, Trump described his approach to Iran as key to Middle East stability. He said, "You basically have Iran with nuclear weapons, and I'm going to destroy them completely." The U.S. president added that Iran now has no nuclear capability, and praised U.S. pilots for their operations in Iranian airspace. Trump argued that limiting Iran's nuclear program was essential for normalizing Arab-Israeli relations and emphasized that the U.S. attack had been carefully designed to deter Tehran while leaving room for future diplomacy. "The most important thing is that you will never be able to reach any agreement if Iran has nuclear weapons, and basically Iran does have nuclear weapons, and I will destroy them completely." With both sides sticking to their respective positions, the prospects for immediate cooperation between the U.S. and Iran appear slim. Although Washington continues to explore diplomatic channels, Tehran's insistence on demanding structural changes to U.S. policy sets a high bar for engagement. Analysts warn that without compromise on regional policy and security issues, tensions in the Middle East are likely to continue, with the potential for new military confrontations if diplomacy stalls.